Are the Golden State Warriors unbeatable? So look, the bottom line is when the 73-win Warrior team added Kevin Durant,
they became this unbeatable team. But keep going.
When that 73-win team added Kevin Durant, to me it became over. That moment in time, a complete power shift in the league occurred. And Kevin Durant is responsible for that. No team, in my opinion. There are a couple of teams who can compete in our immediate title contenders. But to me, the Warriors are unbeatable.
Now, this is what I have to say about this. The Golden State Warriors will be beaten. And we understand that the Warriors are this all-time prohibited favorite team, who's just, they just have a super team. So what do you need to be a super team?
Another super
team. You need a true underdog. An underdog team that can play defense, a team that has some bona fide scorers on the team, and a team that just hates the Warriors, because no team hates that team more than this team I'm about to name, the OKC Thunder. That's our role is to stop this team.
Yep.
We're the only team who can do it because obviously personnel-wise they still have the best overall roster. But what do all these teams try to do, like Houston? They try to do what? Beat them at their own game.
Shoot threes.
Shooting all these threes, this up and down action. The problem is when the Warriors are going to get equal shot attempts as your team when you play fast paced like that. So they're always going to shoot better than you when they shoot the same amount of shots.
Right.
And therefore, the only strategy that remains in the game of basketball to stop the Warriors is old-fashioned defense that leads to trapping, that leads to steals. Because if you can get a lot of steals and force turnovers like OKC does, our last game we had like 26 points that we got off forced turnovers. If you can force turnovers on Golden State, you're going to slowly build a discrepancy between your total shot attempts and theirs. So if at the end of the game you have like 16 to 19 more shots as a team than they do, that's the only way you limit their offense.
Right.
So they're not going to miss any shots. You have to lower the amount of shots they get as a team.
Yeah.
That's the only strategy that remains. And we have a scrappy team that plays defense. We lead the league in steals, and on top of it all, we have guys who can go out there and have 40-point games.
Yep. And as I mentioned, there are a handful of teams who I'm going to mention who are immediate title contenders and who could possibly dethrone the Warriors. The Thunder, the Rockets, the Celtics, and I'm not going to put the Lakers there yet. I don't see the Lakers as
the Lakers'
there yet.
pace is impossible for them to beat Golden
But
State.
starting with those teams and starting with the Thunder, Russell Westbrook.
He ain't scared of that team.
He's the third best player in the league, arguably the second. I mean, or first. Like, who knows how good this dude is? He triple-double for
Top
2
five,
straight years.
no doubt.
Russell Westbrook is amazing. So the fact that you have Westbrook, a dude who can get a 40-point triple-double,
right,
with Paul George, with the way they play.
We have to be disruptive.
With the way they play.
The only way to beat the Warriors is to be disruptive, get pass steals, all that type of crap.
Adding guys like Dennis Schroeder and Nerlens Noel alongside Stephen Adams.
All these guys are instinctive, good defensive players.
I think the Thunder are definitely one of those teams that have a chance, that their window is this year to win a title. Like, this year is one of the prime years to win a title. Also right. Going forward, but this
Russ
year
is really good right now.
Like, and I hear people say, "Oh well, Russ couldn't get it done with KD, so why can he get it done with Paul?" Because Russ is a lot better.
Russ is better than he was. 2, KD played half-hearted in that series.
Right.
So that's why the reason we lost that series is KD wanted to jump ship mid-series. Right. Never seen anything like it.
Are there any qualities you see switching to Houston in how they can compete?
I got the same vibe out of this season, like when the Thunder were up 3-1 on that 73-win team, and I said at the beginning of that year when we were like 4-18, just wait until Russ and KD come back so we can have our crack at them. They've been dominating this league last year and this year. They haven't beaten us at our best, and we were up 3-1. If you watch that series, the way we were up 3-1 was we were destroying them in terms of. We were getting steals every 2 plays. Every 2 plays, someone's getting a leak out steal, and we're getting run out dunks. That's increasing our percentages. We didn't need to take that many threes that series. It was all just getting out in fast break and defense to attacking style defense.
So you think the Thunder are more of a threat than Houston is?
Yeah, because Houston, every time you watch them play, someone has 60-plus points on them in the first half.
Right.
Like when you watch OKC play this year, even the games when Russ was out, you look up like they'll give up 35, 55 points.
Why hasn't
45 points? I'd say.
Why hasn't Carmelo Anthony gelled with the Rockets as well as people like me? I thought Melo he'd work fine with them. You know what I mean? Like to me, the Rockets adding Melo with James Harden, Chris Paul, the way they play.
It's because Melo's not like a Klay Thompson, an off-ball player.
I still think the Rockets are contenders. Like I think
they
had 60 wins last year in the regular season.
65.
Houston 65 wins. The Houston Rockets are still going to be
but
there.
They were a good defensive team last year.
I know,
they were
but
top
the
10.
Houston Rockets will figure out. They will figure out, and they will be there at the end.
There are certain team stats that eliminate your team from beating the Warriors. For example, if you're a bottom 10 defense, like one of the 10 worst, or bottom 20, I guess you'd say, 20 through 30 defense, you can't beat them.
Right.
You have to be top 10 defense, and you have to have players who can score in that type of game.
Well, to me, that's what makes the Warriors dangerous, is they do all those things.
But the one thing they do better than anything else is play fast. If you try to play them fast with pace, and they get like freaking Klay shot 24 3-pointers, that's no.
Yeah, but he played the Bulls.
I know, but look how all they did was run and find him.
Right.
And they found him because they're playing super fast. Like OKC in that last game, I'm pretty sure as a team we didn't even take 24.
Right.
But they got one guy who's chucking all these shots because of the pace, and you have to be able to stay attached to these guys, and you have to get steals and be. If you can get steals and be disruptive, you're gonna, mess up their offensive sync. Then they're gonna come down and force shots at that point.
So what do you think about the Boston Celtics' chances?
Well, earlier in the season I thought maybe they could, but then I look at the superstars that they just have Kyrie.
Right.
Whereas Kyrie can't match everybody.
My whole thing with Boston.
They don't have enough offense.
My whole thing with Boston is all their guys are way too young. Tatum, he's like 21. Brown's like 20 years old. Like they're all pre-prime players. Like if Jason Tatum was 27 years old, how they are and older, like Durant's 30.
Right.
Durant's in his prime maximum. Like there's no way Boston can compete.
Right.
I don't think Houston added a 73-win team, added Kevin Durant.
I'm just saying, but yeah, all these teams that we've mentioned, the Thunder, the Rockets, the Celtics, I like the Thunder's play style in terms of it's a counter.
Right.
It's a counter play style. We're not trying to do what they're doing. We're doing what we're doing.
Right.
Rebounding and attacking style defense. That will hopefully build a shot discrepancy, because if we can get up more shots than they do because of our steals and turnovers, that's how you play defense.
You guys are going to need Schroeder to be huge. He's good. The Warriors.
But he just needs to. It's about defense. We have a personnel to be a better defensive team than the Warriors.
Right.
There's no reason why we can't be better. We're one of the fastest teams in the league.
After Roberson comes back, that'll help a lot too.
He gets like 2 or 3 steals a game. Like it's all about steals. If we can just be this amazing team that say if the Thunder in the playoffs average 10 steals a game, that's enough right there to really close the gap, because all the threes they hit, you got to force turnovers, man.
Right.
Like it has to be old school attacking defense, get up in them, and we have guys like Westbrook and George and Schroeder who are fast players.
Right.
Roberson comes back.
So what to me,
Nerlens Noel, Grant, all these guys are good defenders. Adams can run the floor. Like it's all about, because personnel wise, everybody they're the prohibited favorites, but we have the personnel to counter, at least to put up some resistance.
To me, in closing, I think it's a movie that we already know the ending to.
Yeah, but
that's what the season is. We know the Warriors are going to win.
This whole NBA season is like this because Durant made it this way.
That's what I'm talking about at the beginning.
He left Russell Westbrook to come to this team. It was our team that was a part of this.
Yeah, a prime Kobe Bryant, basically.
So therefore, it's our team's the best.
People don't understand it. People don't understand it. It's simple. I'm not saying you. People in the media saying, "Oh, the Rockets." The people who believe the Celtics. No, hold up. I heard Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman say that if Boston, obviously they are probably going to be the 1 seed. Since the Warriors, they aren't playing for a number 1 seed as Houston got it last year. So say Boston has the home court advantage, they would have picked Boston in 7. And to me, people are delusional. A 73-win team.
Yeah.
Added Kevin Durant. Like, Like,
right. But that's all the more reason they're the prohibited, unbeatable favorite team that is supposed to sweep. Like they almost won every game in the playoffs last year. They lost to freaking nothing. Did they even lose anything?
I think the first year they had Durant, they didn't lose any games in the West.
I'm saying,
they swept.
My point is, no matter who plays them, you're a huge underdog. So you need that underdog team to be this team that gives you that sense that, all right, this team's a true underdog. They're going to fight this team.
If the Warriors were down 0-3, could they come back?
And a storybook ending would be for OKC, the team that KD left hanging, and Russell Westbrook. Like, this would be such a great championship for his career. Like, it'd be the equivalent of LeBron beating the 73-win team. Russ
This would be even better.
Beats the prohibited favorite Warrior team.
For his hometown.
For his home team.
His local, he's always been there.
Obviously, I'm a Thunder fan, so, I want this to happen. But when I look around the league, like, we're the only one who has enough heart and enough of a reason to want to beat this team. Because it's OKC. KD made the league this way. He left Russ hanging.
Yeah.
And Russ, like, he's got to be the one to beat this team somehow.
Right.
It has to be Westbrook and
So
Paul
the
George.
immediate contenders, the Thunder, the Rockets, the Celtics. I'm not going to put the Lakers there. They're too young. LeBron, you know what I mean? You got to figure that stuff out. They may fire Luke Walton. The Lakers may fire Luke Walton. But all right, guys, it's the Fields Bros.
So real quick, I will say that Billy Donovan's done a better job these last 4 games. Like, he understands that for our team, it's all about steals. And I love how they've been playing. Like, they don't take plays off on defense. You're always watching Paul George and how if he makes a mistake, like he's grinding on defense the next play.
Yeah.
So
all right, we got to end it. All right, guys. Peace.